Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you very much for your tweets. Craig Burley with us here.
I watched that US game yesterday.
You watched US against Canada yesterday.
By the way, Canada, you know...
Canada won 2-0.
They did. There's a country who are squeezing everything out of their players.
And they didn't even have Alphonso Davies, did they?
They're missing a couple of players, actually. A couple of their key players, including Davies. But yeah, I mean, some people are have been getting carried away with this US men's national team. Holy smokes. What a bang average bunch this are. And then you got the usual cronies building all these youngsters up to some sort of crescendo. Oh my God, I mean, you want to get feet on the ground. I mean, they're bang average.
You should go on Football Americas, talk to Seven Herc about
it. Unfortunately, my fee was too much for
Oh, really?
But no, it's not without the realms of possibility that they could get sucked back into that third or fourth position.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll qualify. They'll be all right.
But I'm telling you, they're bad.
Well, yes, I believe you.
And the coach ain't up to much either.
There we go.
But they're followed by a bunch of, you know, people who'll tell you otherwise, you know, whatever. It's quite enjoy it. It's good.
Frank is with us.
Pulisic, he spends. I tell you what, I think he
spends a lot of time on the ground, doesn't he?
He'll know a lot about the bad pitches. He spends enough time rolling around on them.
Mike, our producer's saying we don't have a ton of time.
That's the least of Mike's problem. The least of his problem.
Frank, what's on your T-shirt today?
Oh, that's the French rooster.
Oh,
you know,
lovely.
It's more rugby. It's more rugby stuff. It's
yeah, the cockerel.
It's sport from yesterday. Let's say, you know, it's
Six Nations this weekend.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
Six Nations back this weekend.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jules is
exactly.
wearing the smallest tie in the world.
Yeah.
It's trendy. You don't know what trendy is.
Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones.
Jules, I'm worried about your eyes. Are you sad, mate? What's happened?
No. I'm full of energy, as you know. You know, like, why would I be sad? There's nothing to be sad for.
I don't know. You look a bit cryy. If you were Messi, would you be
I was
thinking?
just listening to all the interesting things you were saying.
Oh, lovely. That's enough to bring anyone to tears. Gab, here we go. This is your conspiracy theory. If you were Messi, would you be thinking that Barcelona wanted you out after signing all the players they have since he left?
Like, this is obviously a touchy subject between Messi and Laporte. I think Messi, we all know what he came out and he said. And look, I still think, you know my conspiracy theory, I still think one day we're going to find out the truth of what really happened, because all these hokey theories about you can't take a pay cut, blah, 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 of more than X% and this and that, and oh, they never asked me to play for free or whatever. I think there's a story there, and I think one day it'll come out about what really happened.
Craig, can you explain NFTs on the show and what's all the buzz?
I can't.
No.
No.
You don't have a monkey?
I can't.
You haven't signed up with John Terry's NFTs?
I can't explain it. I won't explain it. And even if I could, I have no interest.
I think we'll move on because we haven't got much time. Are players relieved when the transfer window finally closes?
I don't know.
I don't know. You were a player, remember that?
Can't remember.
Were you relieved?
I think, well, as I transferred in December one year,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
You were before the window.
I would imagine there wasn't a transfer window.
Frank, would you be relieved?
Well, I was, you know, when I was in Laval and I came, but it was in November. I think we didn't have any winter transfer market. I think it was free all year long, I guess. But when I signed for Strasbourg, yeah, the club was relieved because they got the money from Strasbourg to survive, and I was playing for a better team. So yeah, it was a good sign. It was a good signing, and I wanted to leave Laval, so it was perfect.
Lovely. Everyone's a winner. Jules, will Newcastle survive relegation after their transfer this window?
I think so. They're certainly giving themselves a big chance now. They wanted more players. They wanted more position filled or upgraded, really. But you look at what they bought, it's pretty much an upgrade on what they already had. The two full-back, the centre-back, Bruno Guimaraes, of course, and we've waxed lyrics on him since he joined. Even Chris Wood as a lone striker or second striker when Callum Wilson is fit is an upgrade too, and it's something positive. So I expect them now. I think they're better than the three teams that are going to go down and that they will escape relegation. Yeah.
Craig, are you surprised Manchester United haven't made a move?
No, I'm not. They have an interim manager. Well, they have a short-term manager at the moment. No, I'm not particularly surprised, no.
Gab, were they close to anyone?
My understanding is no. There's a belief there that it's difficult to operate in January in the January market. Obviously, they don't have a long-term manager in place, so why go and spend a whole load of money for when you don't know who's going to be managing the team next season, and especially when you don't have a real director of football who plans long-term and is exposed and takes responsibility. Arnold obviously just taken over. That's more of a chief executive role. So, no, when you put all those things together, we shouldn't be surprised. And 12 months ago, it's funny because 12 months ago they spent quite a bit of money on Amad Diallo and Facundo Pellistri, two very young players. Diallo obviously on loan at Rangers now. Pellistri, I think, is still on loan at Alaves. And maybe the strategy is to wait for those guys to come good.
It was quite. Well, as we've just said, Ralph Rangnick is a short-term manager at the moment, solution. But maybe when he steps up, if he steps up, well, to look at the structure of the club, and say he stepped up to director of football, he could then sign the players as director of football that he thought about signing when he was manager, which I know is not going to happen. It's tongue-in-cheek.
There you are.
But anyway.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. It's been a long day.
Final question. It's been a long day. What have you been doing?
It's been a long day.
Final question.
Same length as every day.
It's for Jules. With Arsenal shipping out strikers and seemingly not in a rush to replace them, is it possible that Arteta is trying to emulate Pep's strikerless system going forward?
I don't think so. Wow. I don't think that's the idea at all. Wow. The idea, I think, was maybe to chase Vlahovic probably for too long. And now to finish the season with Lacazette as your number one striker, and then having Martinelli and Nketiah as your sort of backup. And then you go in the summer and you try and sign Isak, David, Watkins, Calvert-Lewin, whoever you want, that you could not get. I don't think any of them really would have left in January. So to go back to what we said on the show, I think they said, you know what, instead of buying someone we don't want now, let's wait until the summer and we can get the striker that we want to replace Aubameyang, Lacazette and Nketiah, who would all be gone in the summer because Aubameyang is gone already and the other two are off contract in June. So I think that was very much the idea, not the idea that they will play with a false number 9 between now and the end of the season.
That's it. We are done.
Man City light.
Thank you very much.
Light.
Thank you very much, everybody. Much appreciated. That is the end of the transfer window until it opens again.
You got a bell or something? Like a hammer?
What do you mean?
The end it.
I don't have a hammer. What would I do
You
with
just
the
said
hammer?
that's the end of it.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.